don't know if you guys can see, you guys cannot. I have my gooks. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maida. I make videos about beauty related topics such as reviews, makeup tutorials. I also dabble in nail content. So if you like that kind of content, oh, cute baby. So if you like that kind of content, then I hope that you'll subscribe. For this video though, I would like to talk about new launches. I tend to do these types of videos sporadically. I don't have the budget to buy stuff all the time. I don't get sent stuff, obviously. My channel is like microscopic. No. I guess. She's just admiring the gorgeous blooms straight from my garden. Look at these gladiolas though, seriously. My garden is popping right now. I try my best not to focus too much on buying new stuff or reviewing too many new products because I just don't want to give that impression that I'm looking to accumulate a ginormous collection of makeup. I love makeup. I love new makeup, but I do feel like I have to look at new products very critically. My collection is already growing to a certain extent. I want to balance out my content as well, so that there is significant amount of videos dedicated toward loving my makeup collection. Videos like this, I haven't told you what this video is, have I? This is a would I buy it video. This type of video really allows me to determine whether or not these new releases would be something that would add to my collection, whether it be formula wise or like a specific shade or undertone. I try my best to not have too many repeat types of products. For instance, I have two concealers at the moment. One that gives me like medium buildable coverage. The other one gives me super light coverage. And I feel like that's all I really need. I like to also apply some makeup as I chit chat. So I hope that's okay with you. Let's get into the first post on Trend Mood 1. I like to use them as a resource. Apologize in advance. My nose ring is still acting up. It's a sensitive girly. The instance in which I even like grace my nose, it immediately does not like it. So I'm gonna try to not have you focus so much on my nose. Also, I really don't know what I'm doing for my makeup. We'll see what kind of eye look we end up with. Okay, so first up is Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer by Makeup by Mario. It is a multi-use concealer that visibly lifts, blurs, and brightens your under eyes and complexion. Caffeine visibly depuffs, tightens, and smooths skin for an awakened look. Medium coverage, buildable formula, crease proof, and long wearing with a self-setting formula that locks in with a natural skin-like finish. 22 shades at $29 each. Wow. Well, is this like a weird shade range or what? Why am I so confused by the shade range? So I don't really have very much experience with Makeup by Mario products. So the one product that I do have and love from Makeup by Mario is the Skin Enhancer. This thing is delicious. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite bronzers. Magical. Am I necessarily looking for another medium buildable concealer? No, I actually don't have any issues with puffy under eyes. I seem to have the opposite problem where my under eyes seem to be like kind of sunken in a little bit sometimes, depending on the amount of hours I've slept. But yeah, the shade range though, I don't know that I'm like impressed by it because it seems to lean very light. Even with that middle hand swatch, arm swatch rather, those medium tones seem to look very on the light side. I don't really see a variety in undertones. I would like to see something that's, I don't know, for olive skin toned girlies. The deep shades also look really confusing to me. 460 and 520, like what happened in between those? I don't understand. $29 seems like foundation price to me. I don't know. It could just be a Maida problem. Also, speaking of Instagram, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I recently found this young lady, Rafaela Antero. I believe she's from Brazil, and I started following her because her makeup looks are divine, and also she has the same Kaleidos palette, the Escape Pod. I got super excited over this makeup look, and I'm gonna try to recreate it, okay? Let's see if I can do it. So yeah, Makeup by Mario. Would I buy it? Probably not. So Too Faced and Tarte seem to be releasing what looks to me as almost the exact same palette. Too Faced palette is, I guess, like a collaboration with Pop-Tarts. Bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. Each one includes 8 shades. Frosted Strawberry Mini Eyeshadow Palette and Brown Sugar Cinnamon Mini Eyeshadow Palette. I mean, I guess the strawberry one is kind of cute, but also it's like the same colorway, dude. Over and over and over again from Too Faced and from Tarte. Tarte has the Maple Syrup Pancakes eyeshadow palette. Has a maple syrup scent, of course it does. 18 shades. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. It's even more of a snooze fest. And like, look, I've said it a million times in these types of videos too. I feel like those two brands release the same product for like the exact same consumer. These shades from Kaleidos are so pretty. Okay, next up we have a brand that I'm not familiar with. Who is this? Round 2, Beauty Creations and El Torres? Oh, Luis Torres. Oh, okay. I cannot say that I've heard of Beauty Creations though. The palette looks weird. The colorway looks weird. That's a face palette. I'm not big on face palettes, that's for sure. Unless you're familiar with the brand's formulation and you know that it's gonna work out well for you. If all the shades really speak to you, then I guess, you know, but it hasn't been a thing for me. I just don't know that a face palette would be something practical in my collection. Okay, so I'm gonna take a clean fluffy brush and just kind of blend things out a little bit more because my application was a little heavy-handed. It's likely not going to come out exactly like Rafaela's, but we're trying, okay? I'm trying. Speaking of Kaleidos, the Alma Viva collection from Kaleidos, an awakening, a rebirth of spirit, and a cascade of desire that transcends needless noise to thunder in the hearts of human. What? Huh? An awakening, I have to read this like several times to understand. An awakening, a rebirth of spirit, and a cascade of desire that transcends needless noise to thunder in the hearts of humanity. Ah, cabrón. Includes 2 quad palettes, 4 blushes, and 7 lip glazes. Love the formula for their eyeshadows. That's pretty much the only thing that I'm familiar with. Packaging is interesting from Kaleidos. Just from the experience that I have with my Escape Pod palette, I don't know if they make the most, speaking of practical, I don't know if they make the most practical packaging because this eyeshadow palette, for instance, is quite noisy. And it makes it hard for me to pull it out, you know, and show you the types of shades that I'm using as I'm applying them. They seem to really lean into like the cloth, like kind of cushiony type of packaging, quite different from any other brand. However, I know in my case, I really get my hands into the products when I'm using them, and I just can't imagine my grubby little fingers getting all over the packaging and then not being able to like wipe it clean, you know? I am a fan of Kaleidos, but would I purchase? No. First of all, I don't really gravitate toward those types of like cool purples. We don't really get too much from the blushes or lip glazes, but yeah, I don't know. Would I get anything from this collection? Probably not. So let's move on. Why do I always have that one patch where like no eyeshadow can stick to? I literally can never get makeup on there. Why? I'm gonna pack it on right quick. So new setting powder from Lunar Beauty. Pore blurring and oil absorbing, yet thin and lightweight, talc free. Puff included in 4 shades. Translucent pink, translucent white, medium, and deep. Why do I feel like Lunar Beauty, unpopular opinion perhaps, but I kind of feel like Lunar Beauty releases makeup that would have been popular in 2016. I don't know that I get excited over any product release from Lunar Beauty. So needless to say, would I be getting anything from Lunar Beauty? Probably not. From the packaging to their colorway to just like the types of products, I don't know that I'm that interested. We have another new concealer. This one is from House Labs. It's their Triclone Skin Tech Concealer, a revolutionary hydrating clean concealer that does more than cover, with 20 plus skincare ingredients and 31 shades across 6 shade families and 4 undertones. I do have to say, I hope that this product is easier to purchase in terms of like picking out a shade than their foundation, because from what I hear from others, picking out a shade in their foundation seems to be kind of a mission. Oh, and Lady Gaga even commented. She says it also uses a biotech caffeine. This concealer was tested and depuffs under eyes after 2 weeks of wear. Cool. Well, as I said, it's not really a concern of mine, so I'm not really looking for any concealers to do that in particular. I wish I knew what kind of coverage it offers. The shade range is also kind of confusing to me, but I don't know. I can't really get a good reading on the shade range though, honestly, because a lot of the shades seem to be kind of muted out. I would perhaps wait to hear a little bit more about the formulation and what type of coverage it offers. So I'll be looking out for reviews for sure. I'd like to know a little bit more about this concealer before saying yes or no. It sounds interesting, that's for sure. Let's throw some blue in this piece. You know what, maybe this isn't like the right brush here. I'll use more of a pencil brush. Yo, I'm trying. Ah! Dude, I nearly poked my eye out. Also, side note, I should have so went with a different eye look. This one is hard. This is gonna look like trash. Okay, girl, how did you do that? This is so annoying. How come I can't get it to look like hers? Because she's actually good with makeup. Listen, I don't want to dog on myself so much, but this is looking atrocious. I mean, at least the blue kind of looks even-ish. You know what? I also feel like I have to up my brush game. Many a content creator will say how much easier it is to apply makeup with nice brushes. This is like upsetting me now. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Girl. Okay, moving along. So Fenty Beauty is releasing an Ease Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. This light coverage long wear formula melts effortlessly for a second skin natural finish. The creamy smooth texture instantly blurs, resisting fading and transferring. It's in 25 shades for $35 each. Dude, it looks like a clown came and threw up on my eyelid. That's it. I'm gonna invest in some nice brushes, dude. But anyway, it also contains Quick Blur Complex, delivers a blurred and smooth second skin finish, sodium hyaluronate, which helps provide hydration, and Color True pigments, which help resist oxidation. 100% recyclable packaging. I've tried the Ease Drop skin tint and I found it to be very finicky. So there were times when it would look fine, you know, and provided even a little bit of blurring, but then other times it wasn't as easy to wear because it would look like it was oxidizing very strangely, like separating on the skin, just giving me texture that wasn't there. The only stick foundation that I have is the one from Milk, which is their Flex Foundation Stick. and I don't seem to be reaching for this very much. Lately, I've been opting for more lighter types of face products. I'm sure I'll revisit this. So would I buy that? No. What did I just do? That is not what I meant to do. Dude, you would think that I had an edible before starting this. I am 1000% sober right now. Rafaela, save me. Anyway, would I buy the Pro Filter foundation stick? Probably not. Holiday season 2023. New advent calendar from Charlotte Tilbury. Stop. It's August, for freaking sakes. You know what? I think I just went super ham with all this eyeshadow. Like, I just went in all or nothing. Everyone who's here for makeup content would literally unsubscribe upon seeing the atrocities I've committed with this eye look. I'm just gonna go ahead and like continue the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and touch up. This is not it. Literally garbage. Garbage couture. Anyway, SoCal Super Bloom Lip and Cheek Blush. Hydrating soft stain with hyaluronic acid from Caliray. Clean long wear transfer proof lip and cheek stain with hydrating hyaluronic acid that glides on for a comfortable, buildable, and natural glowy flush of color for $20. The shades are really pretty. I love a multi-use product, but I kind of feel like it's so sheer. Okay, I'm a little confused. TBH. The arm swatches look quite sheer, but then it doesn't look so much so on the lips. What it does look like though is quite sticky on the cheeks. Or is that just me? Because if it's... Oh, but wait, what? It's a cheek stain, but why do they look so glossy? I don't look. I have the Refi Gloss Highlighter and it's pretty on the skin, but you really have to be like well prepared to have sticky cheeks for the rest of the day. I don't know that I want another product of mine to do that in my collection. Would I buy? No. I'll be looking at reviews for this product for sure. So, new shades from Patrick Ta in the Silk Lip Cream, which is $26, and the Major Headlines Matte Suede Lipsticks, which are $32. I'm intrigued by Patrick Ta Beauty. A lot of these shades remind me of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk line. Would I be interested in lipsticks right now though? No. I think if I were to try anything from Patrick Ta, it would probably be in the blush department. The strawberry look is trending. Hailey Bieber is giving us a sneak peek for some new products from Rhode. Looks like there are cream blushes. One is pink and the other one is a strawberry red, and a new strawberry lip treatment. Here's the thing. I try my best to stay away from celebrity drama. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. But also, I love Selena Gomez. And it just seems to me that Hailey Bieber, obviously I don't know her. I don't know if this is true or not. But I don't know. She seems like kind of mean. So I don't know that I want to give my money to someone who's like outright mean. I heard that some of the products are okay. Also, Hailey Bieber seems to have a great marketing team behind her, because it's like anything that she does or posts, she all of a sudden is like the inventor of. Hailey Bieber created glazed donut skin and glazed nails. She invented clean girl aesthetic. Maybe one day I'll change my mind regarding Rhode and Hailey Bieber, but right now I'd say no. I'm not that interested. Okay, so now we have KVD Full Sleeve Long and Defined Tubing Mascara. $25. A lengthening and defining mascara that creates flake-proof, smudge-resistant long wear for up to 24 hours and removes easily with warm water. Say less! I love the idea of easy mascara removal, and tubing mascaras sound like a dream. Honestly, I think I've only tried one, and it was like a hard candy tubing mascara. It was okay. Would I buy this? Honestly, Why do I feel like I probably would? Contoured shape makes precise application easy, even in the inner corner or on lower lashes. Filigree inspired hooks. Whoa, what? Grip and glide over each lash for clump proof root to tip coverage. I might actually be interested in this. Much like concealers, I don't dabble too much when it comes to mascaras. I feel that that's one of the products that are, I don't know, like less exciting. Right now, the mascara that I have, the two mascaras that I have in rotation are the Tower 28 mascara, and I have another one that I bought from Amazon. It's great and all, but I do find that they both smudge. So come time for me to look for a mascara, I think I might be interested in this KVD one. And 25 bucks, I feel like that's quite reasonable. Eyeshadow quads from Chanel. Chanel incorporated the Byzantine influences that inspired Gabrielle Chanel's jewelry pieces in a limited edition release. Inspired by the color and sparkle of the precious stones in Mademoiselle's jewelry. Case is elevated by a gold-colored interior with a hammered finish, which is reminiscent of Gabrielle Chanel's cuff bracelets. Yeah, the packaging is pretty. I like. The colorway of each of these is complete snooze fest. I feel like I don't really have to say much else. Okay, so speaking of mascara, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply and then I'll be right back. I literally was... okay. Somehow I stopped filming. I don't know where. I don't know when. But I'm kind of over this. I'm over this look. I'm good. I did apply some of the RMS French Rosé on my cheeks. A little bit of the Rare Beauty highlight in the inner corner. And the Glossier Ultralip. Do you guys remember that this was a collaboration with Olivia Rodrigo? And apparently this was like named Pisces because Olivia Rodrigo is a Pisces. Within that collaboration, they also released just new packaging with one of the trios that already existed in the line, mind you, the Mist trio. Anyway, turns out this is actually the shade Pony, just renamed for the collaboration. It is what it is. I kind of like the name Pisces better anyway. But the only other product that I really wanted to talk about in terms of new release is the Stretch Fluid Foundation from Glossier. Speaking of Glossier, so it's an 89% skincare base, a moisturizing gel cream emulsion featuring plant-derived squalene and glycerin to moisturize and nourish the skin's moisture barrier in 32 shades across 7 shade categories and 5 undertone groups for $34. Also, the Stretch Balm Concealer has expanded its range to 32 foundation matching shades. Will be available, I believe, August 22nd. I've seen only one review for this foundation and I'm very intrigued. I'm a huge fan of the skin tint, of the Glossier skin tint. Love that it is just a whisper. It's like a known fact. It's bare minimum coverage. But I love it because it feels really light on the skin. Every time that I would apply it, it just felt like nothing, but it did provide a little bit of evening. Is that a word? It evened out my skin tone. I'm a big fan of the skin tint. So now that there's something that provides just a little bit more coverage, I'm there for it. Also love that it's 89% skincare. Very interested in that. Gel cream, I think that term is also very intriguing for me. I don't know, just like I imagine it to be something very thin. 32 shades sounds amazing, especially for Glossier, and love that they're expanding the range in the stretch concealer. I love the stretch concealer. I think I purchased that 2 or 3 times in the past, and this was like way before I started my YouTube channel. I think Glossier was the first non-drugstore brand that I got into. I was not disappointed. I feel like I have room for that type of foundation in my collection. I will probably get it sooner or later, so stay tuned. But that is it. I'll give you a quick close-up, very quick close-up, because I don't want you to see like my nose ring. So here it is. Do you think Rafaela would approve? I think not. She had a lighter hand when applying these eyeshadows. These are very punchy, so a little bit will get you there quick, but we made it work. We made it to the end. With that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to hang out with me in the future, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. It helps out my channel and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.